So I have spent the last 5 days in bed. So I am super excited to be here, feeling better, excited about today's show. Oh, sorry, moving furniture. All right. So now that I'm comfortable, so today we are actually talking about exes. Exes in terms of what are you guys' thoughts on exes? Like once you're no longer with someone, should it be where you're not even in relationship with them at all? Like where you don't talk to them, you don't deal with them? Or can exes be good friends? Is there a rule for you? Like you're an ex for a reason? Could that reason be that maybe they were never really meant to be your ex? Maybe they were meant to be a friend, meant to be a lesson, things of that nature. And maybe, we just decided to make them a little more than what they were intended to be. And you found out they were better friends. You're better friends than lovers. Or should you say, nope, once an ex, then nothing else? What are your thoughts on that? I'm going to share something that I came across, and I thought it was pretty interesting. But I definitely want to know what you guys think. Like, what are your thoughts on exes? Like, once you are not together, is it that's it? Or are you definitely open to having something with them? Being friends, seeing where things go. Not necessarily where things go because you found out whether it didn't go well, but in terms of seeing where things go. Let me know. That's what we're talking about today. I'm going to share with you about someone that's living with their ex. And could you date someone that lives with their ex? Or would that be a deal breaker for you? And if it's a deal breaker, is it a deal breaker because of your own insecurities? Or is it a deal breaker because you just don't think it's safe to be friends, especially to live with your ex? Let me know. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So excited to be back. And let's get into it. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. Hi, guys. Give me a second. It's situated. Terica! Not the famous Terica on the line. Jenna! What's up? Let me change that banner. Make it bigger. Got some beauties on the line today. What's up? Oh, ha. I mean, I'm just saying, my friends are getting famous. So glad you still know my name. You're an actress now, and what else you doing, Terica? Out here being famous. I love my friends. I'm going to take this off, though, because I don't want to overheat. What's up? Lift it up just a little bit. There we go. Oh, wow, Terica, no! Let's discuss. Can't let everybody go. Some people are good. Terica, that's my friend, y'all. Like real life friend. Good people. Thank you, thank you. I'm in a radio station. I had to turn the music down. I used to be able to have like music blasting, but Facebook is a hater, so I had to change that. So now people want to hear the music, they gotta go online to hear it because Facebook is a hater. True story. You're tuned in to WXNALP Nashville 101.5 FM. And hey, so excited. Tracking back, that was WizKid featuring BNXN and Buju with Mood. Speaking of mood, I hope you're in a good mood. Hope you're in a good mood. So we're talking about exes. We're talking about exes. Can an ex be a friend? Can an ex be... Should ex be friends? Can you be friends with your exes? Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are on that, because I've got some mixed feelings. I have some exes that are friends, and then I have some that just don't kind of acknowledge their existence, and not because they're terrible people or because I'm terrible. It's just the way that things are. So basically today we are discussing exes. Can you be friends with an ex, and can you date somebody that is friends with an ex? Can you date somebody that's living with an ex? Basically, what we're talking about today. It says, my boyfriend babysits while I'm at work. My 2-year-old fell, and my 3-year-old says Miss Keisha helped. Who? My boyfriend always has his ex, Keisha, over his house. Keisha says she's moving in with him to babysit while he looks for work. He says she's just a roommate. What do you think? So, shout out to those people that are tuned in right now to TGI Jelly on Facebook and TGI Jelly on YouTube. Definitely let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? So her boyfriend is visiting. Well, he's not visiting. Her boyfriend is babysitting her kids. I'll hold my thoughts on what I think about that. But her boyfriend is babysitting her kids. Apparently, the 2-year-old fell. 3-year-old told Mama Miss Keisha helped. So now the ex-girlfriend is babysitting new girlfriend's kids while boyfriend looks for work, and she's moving in. She's a roommate. There's a lot going on in this situation, but let's be okay. So y'all know I don't really like to just come out and pick what side I'm on. Okay, let me get comfortable here. Okay, so let's be clear. Rent is high. Rent is high. Okay, rent is high. Now, am I saying that rent is high, so you should live with your ex forever? No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I'm going to start off with having a little bit of empathy, because rent is high. It's high as all get out. Okay? It's rent. Rent is high. Rent is high. So we don't know how long he's been living with Miss Keisha. Prior to, hopefully, a long time, because you got him watching your kids. But we definitely want to make sure that, I'm not trying to be judgmental. Rent is high. Clearly, they have a good relationship in terms of an understanding. Even for Miss Keisha to help watch her kids. I think it's nice of her. But clearly, it sounds like it sounds like this person has a problem with the ex-girlfriend moving in. I don't know. I can't really tell if she has a problem with the ex-girlfriend watching her kids. It's like you need somebody to watch her kids. Shout out to those on TGI Jelly on Facebook and YouTube. Terica says, it's funny you're discussing this tonight because I've decided you just can't be friends. I'm letting all my exes go. Bye-bye. It sounds like Terica's starting something new for the new year. And I want to know why. Because I feel like you can be friends with your exes. I feel like you can be friends with your exes. I just feel like you have to have an understanding. Jenna says, I think you can. I have one that is, but the rest we aren't friends. Some we are just cordial with each other. So when you say cordial, does that mean like, okay, like when y'all see each other out, then you speak, but you're not really fooling with them? Is that what you're saying? Jenna says, I don't know about living with an ex. And then she's got like those eyes like, oh, what is really going on here? So it's 2020. What year is this? It's 2022. And things are hard. Life is hard. Bills, are high. And so I'm just saying, I can understand why Keisha might be helping him with the kids. Clearly y'all been together hopefully a long time, because hopefully this is not a new relationship, because I don't think anybody should be watching your kids in a new relationship. But I mean, I understand sometimes people have to do things, so I'll digress on that. But I think that if she should have already known if Keisha was going to be watching her kids. She should have already known Keisha was going to be watching her kids. That's just my thoughts on that. Like if Keisha's going to be watching the kids, cool. But you should have already known that Keisha was watching the kids, and not to find out from the 3-year-old that the other one fell and Keisha helped. Keisha might need a place to live. Maybe they ended on good terms. Keisha need a place to live. I don't know. Can y'all date somebody? Like, okay, for those of y'all who are saying like you can't be friends, like Terica says she's no longer friends with any exes. Why? What are the pros and cons of being friends with an ex? Let's talk about that. Because I mean, I feel like there are some pros to being friends with an ex. And of course, there might be some cons depending on how you ended things, but there are definitely some pros on being friends with an ex. So y'all let me know what you think. Y'all let me know what you think in terms of the pros on being friends with an ex. And while you're let me know that I do want to let you know about Renewal House. Pregnant women living with a substance use disorder are at high risk of experiencing health complications without proper prenatal and postpartum support. Renewal House can help you focus on overcoming your substance use disorder by providing specialized treatment tailored to meet your needs. A healthier life for you and your baby is a possibility with Renewal House, 615-255-5222, extension 114. So, all right, y'all. So we're talking. Can you be friends with an ex? And if you can't be friends with an ex, why do you think that is? Is there like something going on? Is it hard to move on? Why can't you be friends with an ex? What are the pros and cons? What are the pros and cons of being friends with an ex? And I'm not talking about in terms of your next person. I'm talking about for you personally. What are the pros and cons for you personally? Yeah, what are they? Let's talk about it. You're listening to Dear Jelly on the X. Who is that? Thank you, Boo. Hey, KJ. Thank you, Terica. Terica, I'm still waiting for you to let me know why all exes are gone now and not just like some. Why is everybody off? Not just like specific exes. Like, why are we cutting all of them off? Why are we cutting all of them off? Gotta be careful with that music, boy. Hey, Tia. Okay, Jenna says, no, I mean, we really are nice to each other. I just asked one for workout advice. He will occasionally check on me. So was it that you were just young at the time and now, but is that really friends? Like, y'all just like cordial? Hey, Shannon. Hey, Mobita. Pros, you don't have to explain every single thing. Right? When you're discussing a situation, discussing a family, y'all be like, oh, so let me tell you about my family, or oh, so I used to do this, or I have this sickness, or I mean, you might have forgotten something and they help you remember. I'm not comfortable today. Gotta get it together. Hey, Tia. Is Terica gone? Because I want to know what's up with the exes. You're listening to WXNALP Nashville 101.5 FM. And this is Dear Jelly featuring DJ Jelly. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Tracking back, that was Kids Daniel featuring Techno with Bugger. Low, low, low. You're just tuning in. We are having a conversation. We're having a conversation about exes. Should exes kind of be estranged in terms of should they refrain from becoming friends, or can you be friends with your exes? Could you be involved with somebody who lives with their ex? Where a young lady shared her story. Her boyfriend babysits while she's at work. Her 2-year-old fell, and her 3-year-old said Miss Keisha helped. Boyfriend always has his ex over his house. Keisha says she's moving in with him to babysit while he looks for work. He says she's just a roommate, and clearly she is not sure how to feel about this. I'm not sure how I feel about somebody watching your kids when you ain't got no job. But I digress. What are the pros? What are the pros? What are the pros? What are the pros? What are the pros and cons of staying friends with somebody that you used to date? What are the pros? I think there are some pros in terms of like them remembering things. Maybe you get advice from them. Mobita says pros. You don't have to explain every single thing. Exactly. You can literally just tell a story or get some advice on something, and you don't have to go back to, like this is what it is and this is what happened then. Like they already know the tea. They already know the players. And they can give you advice, in my opinion. Terica says, well, I tried to be cool with them, but they still try to make passes at me. Then most of the time they are trying these passes while they have someone else. Oh. They're men whores. Okay. Meanwhile, putting me in a dangerous situation because people will come for the woman instead of the woman. That's true. I just want to feel safe and not be someone's side chick without me knowing that I'm actually being put in that situation. Whew, I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. And that's how Terica, she's so cute. That's how she said, I'm tired. Terica! Not they made you the side chick thinking you the bestie. That's a mess. Oh, yeah, that's a mess. Jenna says, with her exes, we are just cordial. I wouldn't consider him a friend because he says things like he's trying to holler. Man, y'all just... So you're trying to be friends with these men and they still want y'all. Because y'all out here just being fine. It's hard for a brother. I understand. I'm just saying. Pros, Rita says they remember how you used to be and can recognize and appreciate your growth So the exes can give you, yeah, they can give you some advice and be like, no, look, especially if you're feeling down, be like, I remember how you used to be. There might be another reason why these beautiful ladies are having troubles with their exes now, though, because they remember how you used to be and y'all done upgraded in life probably, and they just like, oh, she's fine now. It's fine. You're extra fine. You was fine before, now you're fine. And they want you in their life. Terica says it's terrible out here. It is dangerous. All jokes aside, it is dangerous. And people do always assume that the woman is aware that she's the other woman. And so, yeah, you got to be safe. You got to be safe. Terica says they want us and everybody else. It's true. I saw a TikTok where a lady was talking about how it's hard out here dating because she don't know. They want you, they want Judy, they want Brian, they want everybody. So it's hard out here in these single streets, And then the dating pool. I heard it has a little pee in it. It's kind of hard. And chlorine does not clean it. It doesn't. That's what I heard. Jenna says, now my other ex, we are just friends. We laugh and he never makes a pass at me. Okay. Or is he warming you up? No, I'm just playing. I'm pretty sure he's safe. So these are some pros. Like Terica says, the pool has poop in it. Okay, so it's a cesspool now. It's hard, and we gotta wait for somebody to come clean it up so we can get back in the water. So we see the pros. So there obviously are some cons in trying to be friends with an ex that is still dating you and you don't know. That whole we together, but you don't know we together stuff. So if your ex is still believing that y'all together, yeah, that friendship is probably not going to work. But if you have a clear understanding, because sometimes there are some people who they make a connection, they feel like they should be friends, and then it turns out, they feel like they should be more than friends, and really they probably should have kept it as friends. I've done that, literally. I've done that. And it does make things awkward, especially when the person is still like, we go together and you don't know that y'all go together real bad. So what about this situation with this young lady and Keisha? So first of all, her 3-year-old lets her know that Miss Keisha helped her little sister. I'm trying to stay away from the whole leaving your. I know that's not the situation. She does not want us talking about her leaving her child with the dude to watch her child while she works, and it's a boyfriend who's always with his ex. So we'll ignore that part. My issue is you not knowing that Keisha lived there or is there all the time, is watching your kids. And now Keisha's moving in. So Keisha's going to be watching your kids while you're at work. And it does not, are these his kids? Well, look, you know what? Okay, so can y'all date somebody? I digress. Can y'all date somebody who lives with their ex? Rent is high. Especially rent is high. It used to be like, ooh, move down south. Rent is cheap. Move down south. Cost of living. Baby, rent is high. So I'm trying to be fair in my thought process of like, I can understand that y'all are roommates. Can you date somebody who's roommates with their ex? Their ex is always there, which probably means also after y'all date or do something or be together, their ex is gonna know the tea. They know them very well. Let me know what you think. Can you date somebody? Can you be somebody's baby? Can somebody be your baby who shares a lease with their ex? Let me know. You listen, Dear Jelly. Oh, but before you answer that question, I do want to share with you that car or truck you've been hanging on to, the one you're not using anymore, the one that's too expensive to repair. you can donate it to WXNA. That's right. Provide a financial boost for your favorite independent radio station by donating a used car. It's free to you, easy to do, and a great way to help keep the music in Music City. Learn more at WXNAFM.org or call 855-500-RIDE. That's 855-500-7433. Can somebody be your baby? They're living with a former baby. Let me know. Listen, Dear Jelly on the X. Ah! Y'all some haters. Not a little pee in it. Yes, it has a little pee in it. And chlorine don't fix it. Chlorine is not going to fix it. Because you know those are that's not, the pee is too strong for chlorine. Would you say how long is left on the lease? Okay, so you okay with them living together as long as it's not like long term? But I mean, if you're in a relationship, you gonna be like, oh, how long is the lease? What if they just signed the lease? What if they still got like a year or something left on the lease? You gonna have a problem? Yes, Terica, Brian. They want you. They want Brianna. They want Brian. They want Derek. They want Deja. They want everybody. Jenna says, no, we're not living with exes, even if they are just friends now. So that's a deal breaker for you? So if you meet a great guy or a great girl and you find out, that they living with an ex. Now, I saw on Facebook where this one woman, she was advertising, like trying to find somebody decent for her ex-husband. She was like, he's a great guy. We're best friends. We just don't work out as a couple. We were married for 20 years. I'm remarried and I'm trying to help him find somebody decent. Like, sometimes it just doesn't work out and they end up being your friend. Like, y'all not okay with that? Like if somebody try to hook you up with their ex, would you be okay with that? Yes. You're listening to WXNALP Nashville 101.5 FM. And tracking back, that was Joe Boy and Baby. Joe Boy and Baby. You are tuned into Dear Jelly with DJ Jelly. Hey, 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 how are you? If you're just tuning in, we are discussing exes. Exes. Should exes refrain from being friends? Can you be friends with an ex? Can you date somebody who is involved with their ex? Involved in terms of they're like besties, or they live together. Is that something you can deal with? Is that something you can be okay with? Shout out to everybody right now tuned in on TGI Jelly Live on Facebook and TGI Jelly on YouTube. Love you guys. Couldn't do this without you. Wouldn't want to do this without you. So we are discussing a young lady who says her boyfriend watches her kids while she's at work. The 2-year-old fell, and the 3-year-old let her mama know that Miss Keisha helped. And she was like, well, who is Miss Keisha? So apparently Miss Keisha is his ex who is always at the house. And she's helping to watch the girls or the kids. She didn't say what sex is word. She's helping to watch the kids while mom is at work. She don't live there though. Mom don't live there. So her boyfriend's watching the kids at his house. And his ex lives there and is also helping to watch the kids. And she has an issue with the ex always being there and the ex helping to watch her kids. So clearly they have a good relationship. I mean, especially for the ex to be watching your kids and they're not his kids. So are you okay with, I mean, I don't know if they're his kids. I'm assuming they're not his kids. So is that something that I guess, well, I guess you would know in the beginning stages before he becomes your significant other, before she becomes your significant other, you would know if they're living with someone that they were involved with. I believe the consensus for tonight have been that it sounds like people are like, no, they can't, they wouldn't live with an ex. And rent is high. Rent is high, okay? Rent is high. Cost of living is high. So, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I can definitely understand why. Mobisa was saying, well, how long is left on the lease? So I guess that would be a conversation like, okay, hey, if you just start talking to somebody and you find they're living with their ex and what they just signed the lease. I mean, they're not going to live with you, by the way, hopefully, because y'all not, serious yet. But for whatever reason, he lives with Keisha. Jenna says, no, we not living with exes, even if they're just friends now, LOL. And then Jenna says, that sounds okay, but living together, side eye. So it sounds like y'all are definitely against them living with their ex. But my question is why? Why are you against living with their ex? Is it because you're scared something's going to take place between them and the ex? I mean, do you not trust them? If you call somebody your boyfriend, then it sounds like, you have an understanding. There's a level of trust there, especially leaving them with your kids, right? So why do we have an issue with the ex helping living there or the ex helping with the kids? What's the real issue here? I'm not taking sides. I'm just having a conversation. VL says, I can be friends with an ex. So VL, we were also talking about the pros and the cons of being friends with exes. I definitely see a lot of pros. I see more pros than cons, but we're also talking about healthy relationships, obviously not the toxic ones. Like if you're in danger or if you're with gentlemen that are women connoisseurs, like the ones that Terica was mentioning earlier, who, you think he's your ex and you go together and don't know. And he also got somebody else too. Like that's just a lot. Marita says, daycare is high. She should bring Keisha lunch. Right? I want to know. Are we okay? So we already know that Keisha's watching the kids while the boyfriend is going job hunting. Are we paying Keisha? What are we buying Keisha for Christmas? Okay, I want to know because Keisha is MVP right now. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know that I could be watching a child who was involved with my, just my ex's, baby or something. I don't know that I could do that. So is Keisha getting some lunch? Is Miss Keisha, now that we know Miss Keisha is around and that she's paying, that she's watching our kids, what are we doing for Keisha? And I mean, I was thinking this also, but I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. No, we don't have a problem with Keisha living there. Keisha's watching your kids. It sounds like Keisha's watching your kids for free. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you owe Keisha. It sounds like we love Keisha. That's all I'm saying. So the pros and cons of the pros and cons of being friends with an ex. Like I said, I mean, if you know them, they know you. You can discuss certain situations and they can help you see a different side because they've been involved with you, so they kind of know your traits and they can be like, you might need to slow down, or maybe you should look at a different way, or they know your family, they know things, they can help out. They're probably already on a lot of your forms at work as your emergency contact, depending on how long you was together. And I hate having to change those forms. I'm just saying. So let's just be cool so that we can we can, you know, case for emergency. This is hilarious. Lakeisha says, I'm not that Keisha, LOL, but hey, lady. Hey, Keisha. Yeah, we know you. Okay, now I know you married. So we know that you are not the Keisha who is currently watching somebody else's child. But are you saying that you're not that Keisha in terms of you would not um babysit an ex's child because y'all are friends for free? Are you saying that you're not the Keisha, type of Keisha that would do that? Are you saying you're not the type of Keisha that would live with an ex to save money? Rent is high. I mean, let's just be real. Rent is high. And so, yeah, we owe Keisha some lunch. Not we, I mean, because she ain't watching my kids. They owe Keisha some lunch. They owe Keisha something. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't, like I said, if you're involved with this person, then I feel like there's something about them that made you feel safe. I feel like there's something about them that made you feel like this is somebody you want in your life, and especially if you have them involved with your children to the point that they're with your children when you're not. So I feel like you shouldn't have a problem with him living with his ex. Your kids are there. What's the problem? Right? I'm just saying. On everything. Speaking of everything, here's Rick signing with everything. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Shannon. Y'all are cracking me up. So we're okay with them being friends. We understand the benefit of being friends with an ex, but we are not okay with. Well, no, I think we're okay with Keisha, right? I think we are okay with Keisha. She watching your kids. Keisha is all right with me. And hey, Keisha, thanks for coming on. You all right with me too. I'm just saying. That's real. We owe Keisha. Turn my music down. Make sure Facebook didn't knock y'all off. She owe Keisha a Christmas present. So the consensus sound like, other than the ones that are trying to hit on you, we are okay with being friends with our exes. I'm sorry, y'all. This cough drop is disgusting. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. It is so gross. Terica said, I wonder when the housing bubble is going to bust because rent and everything is high. And standards are low and drop into all time. Woo, wait will it bust? Girl! Hopefully it'll bust while Keisha's still living with her. With him. She need free babysitter. Buy that woman a Christmas present. Everything is high. Do you think that things will go down though? So many people profit from things being high. I just don't see them going down, friend. But I guess that's how it works. And I would like to own some property, so I would like it to go down. The rent is kind of high right now, so I definitely understand the whole cohabitating. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Keisha, that's because you just a good person. But see at Keisha watching the ex's kids like Keisha. That's what I'm talking about. You're listening to WXNALP Nashville 101.5 FM. And if you're just tuning in, that was Rick Hassani with Everything. Hey, 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 this is Dear Jelly with DJ Jelly. I'm so excited to be live in a chat with some awesome people on TGI Jelly on Facebook as well as TGI Jelly on YouTube. You're just tuning in. We are discussing exes. Can you be friends with an ex? What are the pros and cons of being friends with an ex? And we're also discussing a young lady who shared that her boyfriend watches her children while she's at work, and he doesn't watch them alone. Apparently, his ex-girlfriend lives with him, and her name is Keisha. And this Keisha also watches her kids, and she helps with the kids, especially when he tries to go get a job. We're not going to discuss why you date somebody without a job. I digress. But basically, she's got help. Keisha is the real MVP here. She has issues with the fact that Keisha lives there and is there all the time. I don't have issues with Keisha being there all the time. Life is hard. Rent is high. We team Keisha. Team Keisha. I don't know. I don't know. Could you be involved with somebody that lives with an ex? Could you be an ex and watch the new boo's kids for free? Terica says, I wonder when the housing bubble is going to bust because rent and everything is high and standards are low and dropping to an all-time low. Whew, when will it burst? Now, why are standards getting low though? Why are we lowering our standards? Are we lowering our standards because stuff is expensive? I'm just curious. Lakeisha says, and it's a different Keisha, it's not the Keisha in the story. Lakeisha says, wow, that's deep. I have watched an ex's daughter before. Their daughter loved coming to my house anyway, but the father always made sure his daughter had money. And no, I didn't charge him either. No strings was attached. I love the kids. See, I'm just saying, Keisha's are the real MVPs. I hope they bought you lunch, Keisha. Terica says, yes, they will. It happened in 2009 when I bought my house. Everything went into a recession, and that's when I bought my foreclosed home for the low. Okay, so it sounds like the housing bubble is going to go down, and I am with it. Because I want my own. Terica, not you. Is Keisha the reason why they broke up, though? Oh. We don't know. We don't know. But Keisha lived there and he lived there too. And they always together. So maybe they realized that they were better off friends. You know? Maybe he sucks as a man, as a boyfriend. It's very possible. I'm just saying, we're just looking at the possibilities. We're just having a conversation. We are just having a conversation. I do want to share with you the CDC recommends protecting yourself and others against coronavirus by staying up to date on your COVID-19 vaccines. The new booster protects against both the original virus and the Omicron variants BA4 and BA5. For eligibility and vaccination locations near you, visit vaccines.gov. We don't know why they broke up, but we're going to assume it's not because of Keisha, because Keisha is watching his kid. Why? Well, I don't even know if those are his kids. Keisha is watching these kids while he trying to get a job. Mama's trying to get it. Mama's working. Daycare is high. She had a 2 and a 3-year-old. Let's be clear. I used to work in childcare. I used to do the books, assistant direct. Childcare is expensive. 2 and 3-year-old. That's like a car note. That's a couple car note. That's a car note. That's over a car note a week. So shout out to Keisha and all the Keishas of the world, because clearly Keisha's looking out. Kiki, are you with me? Yeah, she with y'all. She with y'all. She is with y'all. Looking out. We got a real life Keisha on here who's testifying. She also looked out for an ex when they needed some help. I'm just saying, Keisha's are the real MVPs tonight. So we don't know why they broke up, but we team Keisha. Leave that woman alone. Don't trip about her living there. We are team Keisha tonight. We are team Keisha tonight. I'm just saying. Kiki. Are you Kiki? She with you. She with you. I'm just saying. Keisha is there for you. And so let's well, does anybody else have any pros or cons of being friends with an ex, remaining friends with an ex? What are the pros and the cons? I feel like we've had more pros than cons, and that's a good thing. That shows we got some really healthy adults in this piece. But Keisha is for you, okay? She for you. Here's For You by Tenny, featuring DeVito. You listen, Dear Jelly, on the X. Hey, Regina. Thanks for coming on. Y'all are cracking me up. Check, what you mean? Is Keisha the reason why they broke up? Probably was him. I'm just saying. Because she's still there. She's still living there. It's probably her name on the lease. Shoot. How you doing, Regina? I'm just saying. I don't care why they broke up. She watching them kids. I'm girl. I'm just saying. So it's just so crazy. Like, yeah, they're living together, but she watching your kids. You don't, you got a problem with her living there, but he ain't got no job. Your kids are being watched. So unless you're ready to fork out that money, as long as those kids are safe, and you got a 3-year-old that's giving you all the tea, then you know that Miss Keisha helps them. I'm sorry, I don't have any beef with her living there. Like I said, rent is high. Rent is high. Having a conversation with my best friend just night before last, and I really want her to move back to Nashville. She and her beautiful family, and she was looking at the price, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so expensive." Yes, rent has gone up by hundreds of dollars since she lived here. Hundreds, 32%. Rent has gone up 32% since she's lived here. But so no, I can understand you cohabitating as long as you're not cohabitating. Now, if you have reason to believe that something's going down with the ex and their and the person that you're involved with, maybe you don't need to be involved with that person. Don't be involved with them then. In this situation, take your kids to daycare then. Regina, sometimes Keisha needs to step back and allow him to be a man, because by her doing everything, she's handicapping him. No, Regina, no, we're not bashing Keisha. We are team Keisha. And we don't know if these his kids. I'm assuming they're his kids. We team Keisha over here. We team Keisha. You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM. Tracking back, that was Tenny featuring Davido with For You. If you're just tuning in, hey. This is Dear Jelly with DJ Jelly. I'm having a great conversation with some pretty amazing people right now, live on TGI Jelly on Facebook and TGI Jelly on YouTube. And we are discussing exes. Can you be friends with an ex? Can you live with an ex? Can you be involved with somebody who lives with an ex? Tonight's situation, a young lady, wow, I'm assuming it's a young lady, her boyfriend watches her 2 and 3-year-old while she's at work at his house, and she has an issue with the fact that, one, she didn't know that his ex-girlfriend lived there named Keisha, and Keisha apparently helps to watch the kids, and Keisha also has been watching the kids while he's looking for a job, and she has a problem with Keisha living there. So would you have a problem with your ex living, with your significant other living with his ex? And we do want to give a shout out to all the Keishas out there because we've already had a Keisha testify that she too watched an ex, this child, for them, helping out their family. So Keishas are the real MVPs for tonight. Where are we? Regina says, sometimes Keisha needs to step back and allow him to be a man because by her doing everything, she's handicapping him. Laughing but very serious. I had to learn the hard way. Taking care of an ex and his kids brings drama in your life that you don't want. Now that is a different side of the coin to look at. That's kind of looking at Keisha as an enabler. So, because I don't know that she's necessarily taking care of him, and I guess maybe she is because she lived there and he's trying to find a job. So you're right, Regina. Keisha is she taking care of them. They owe her. They do. So I guess that's enabling it. That is enabling them. She said, Regina says, Keisha got to step back. Step back. So what you're saying is you don't have a problem with Keisha living there, but you have a problem with Keisha watching those kids for free. I mean, she got a job, but she can watch them. What's up, DJ Juan?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
It's going great.
How are you, married man?
Pretty good.
How was your first married Thanksgiving?
It was wonderful.
Did it feel different?
No, not really.
It wasn't extra special this year because you just got married?
No. It was just Thanksgiving. I mean, it was fine. It was good.
It was fine. It was good.
Yeah. Had Colombian style Thanksgiving, so it was good.
Did you have any exes there?
No exes.
Okay, no exes.
No exes allowed.
So you can't be friends with an ex, Juan?
No, wait. I'll be clear. I'm not saying that. You can't be friends with your exes.
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe, but it depends on the exes.
Ooh, this sounds juicy, but he's newlywed, so we're not going to go any deeper than that. Terica says, listen, she's not the only one. I'm not tripping about Keisha. I'm still on dudes having so many women. Most men have a hard time getting their own. Truth be told, he probably got another woman besides her. I'm Team Keisha, but he's just using her if she isn't his now girl. Baby sounds like he's just trying to find someone to use. She is just one of many. Oh, yeah, I can see that being true. Regina says, LOL, people like Keisha and I aren't really appreciated. LOL. I'm still friends with my ex and look out for his children whom I helped raise. His oldest was 10 years old and there was always drama with his kid's mother. Oh, Lord. Not you an ex and she an ex and you still having drama. How does that work? That's why Juan said he had a Colombian ex-free Thanksgiving. Terica says, how is she watching, helping them, and she working? Baby, she is providing room and board for him and his kids. Run, Keisha. I hope they're his kids, because y'all in these scenarios. Juan.
Yes.
What do you think about Keisha watching these kids and helping to watch these kids while the girlfriend is at work?
I mean, are they her kids too?
Are they whose kids?
Keisha's kids.
No, they're not Keisha's kids. Keisha is the ex.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know if they had kids together or not.
She didn't say.
Well, that changes things. I mean, I would say I think to be if they have a good relationship, if she can do it. I think you mentioned whether she's getting compensated somehow, right? Yeah. I think that's a good question. Like, is she should be getting something.
Yeah, she should.
You can't do that out of the kindness of your heart. Because you can't do it all the time, right?
Apparently, I mean, because he's trying to find a job right now, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think
you think he's using Keisha?
Maybe a little bit.
Wow.
I always say you got to take care. Keisha has to take care of herself and her kids.
To all the Keishas out there tonight, we just want you to know that we love you.
Yeah.
And we got your backs.
We love you. Take care. We got you.
Wow, I love you. Regina says, LOL, his kid's mother didn't understand the assignment growing up. She still thinks she's 20 years old. That sounds like something you need to email me, Regina. DM me, let's talk about it. That sounds like something we need to talk about. That's a whole nother show. All right, y'all. This has been, what's up? Sorry, y'all to wait. Okay, those of y'all in Radio Land. The way that Juan just went to the blinds, I thought we was gonna have to duck and hide it like somewhere in the studio.
No, it's just too many cars out there. So.
Yeah, y'all, the way that Juan went, we live on the air, and I was just about to be like, run!
No. Nothing like that.
We appreciate y'all being here. Couldn't do this without you. Wouldn't want this without you. Tia says, hey, DJ Juan.
Yeah.
We love y'all. Be sure to DM me, TGI Jelly on Facebook, TGI Jelly on YouTube, TGI Jelly on Instagram. Let's talk about it. What would you like to talk about? We'll omit names to protect the innocent. And shout out to all the Keishas of the world and those who have Keisha's hearts. It is now time for International Echo featuring DJ Juan, newly married, newlywed DJ Juan, Colombian DJ Juan. So do stay tuned to WXNA LP. No. Well, do stay tuned to WXNA LP 101.5 FM. And if you're listening online, go ahead and stay tuned in to WXNAFM.org and jam it out Latin night. Is there a theme tonight?
That's the best songs of the year.
The best Latin songs of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be hot, y'all. WXNAFM.org. Get your salsa, your bachata, your merengue, your shimmies on with Juan tonight. And I will be back same time, same place, this time next week. Love you guys. All right, we out. Hey, love y'all. Have a great one. I gotta get out the way so Juan can do what he do. You heard it on the X. Ooh. You scared me when you went to that window, though.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I thought we was going to have to.
I'm just looking for whoever's monitoring that parking lot.
Oh, I saw that when it came in.